What's wrong?
What's your eyes? You're quite beautiful.
Aren't I?
Hearing the doctor's words, the 300-pound girl thought he was after her kidney. Little did she know that she had traveled to a world where being fat was considered beautiful. When she stepped onto the street, every man looked at her with admiration.
Very chic.
Frightened, the girl quickened her pace, but accidentally bumped into a stretch limousine. The CEO hurried out of the car and anxiously asked if she was hurt. Just as the girl was about to lose her temper, she realized the man was actually her boss, William.
Wow, you're quite beguiling, aren't you?
But for some reason, her boss was not disgusted by her like he had been yesterday. His eyes were filled with affection he could not hide. He even insisted on giving her a ride. The girl could hardly believe her ears. She had never been treated like this before. As the car slowly crossed the bridge, even the birds seemed to form the shape of love. When they returned to the alley, the once messy street had become spotless and beautiful. Flowers lined the entire road, spreading the sweetness of love. William wrote his phone number on a bright flower petal, then gently plucked it off, and softly told her she could contact him anytime.
But you do realize there's like 3.6 million permutations of how this could go together.
But there's only one you, so...
This was something the girl had never even dared dream of. The story of a powerful CEO falling in love with a Cinderella was happening to her, but the surprises did not stop there. When she got home, the sight before her left her completely stunned. The tiny shabby apartment she once lived in had turned into a luxurious 500 square meter mansion. The cabinets were filled with her favorite ice cream. The lavish walk-in closet was packed with designer brands. Every pair of shoes was exactly her size. Everything around her felt like a dreamlike feast. It was not until her neighbor appeared that the girl finally believed it was all real.
Why are we screaming?
Donnie, how did you get in here?
With the key you gave me, because I'm your favorite neighbor.
Why are you talking like that?
Talking like what?
Like an offensive version of a gay guy.
This girl thing bouffant, please.
The neighbor told her that this was only one of the many houses she owned. The girl felt as if she had fallen into a fairy tale, becoming the princess favored by destiny. The girl's name was Annie. She had originally been the most talented designer in her company, but because of her ordinary appearance and overweight figure, she lived like an invisible person constantly ordered around by her co-workers. Faced with their harsh words and cold looks, she felt unwilling to accept it, but her insecurity about her weight made her constantly try to please everyone. Even when her assistant slacked off at work watching romantic dramas, she never dared to criticize her directly. She believed her outstanding design talent would one day help her stand out in her career. But when she confidently brought her drawings to a meeting, the new boss mistook her for an errand assistant and even mocked her appearance without mercy. In this society full of prejudice, her only friend was George, who had grown up with her. George never looked down on Annie because of her weight, and while working, he often secretly glanced in her direction. But when she turned around, she realized George was actually admiring a beauty poster outside the window. In a world where being thin was considered beautiful, Annie's figure became the biggest obstacle in her life. She also longed for a perfect romance. She dreamed of meeting a handsome rich boyfriend like the ones in romantic dramas, but the reality was, not a single man would spare her a second glance.
You know, even if he noticed you, you wouldn't notice him noticing you.
What does that mean?
It means that you're blind to love. You don't even see it.
Annie could not understand what all of this meant until she was riding the subway home and noticed a man repeatedly looking at her. Annie thought love had finally arrived. Facing the smiling stranger, she shyly introduced herself, but unexpectedly, the man suddenly punched her and tried to steal her bag. Only then did Annie realize she had encountered a robber, but with her 300-pound body, the robber could do nothing to her. While struggling, he was struck in a critical spot by Annie. However, just as Annie turned to leave, an accident happened. When Annie woke up again, she had traveled to a world where being fat was considered beautiful, and became a goddess beyond the reach of all men. Annie returned to the company she knew so well, only to find that everything had completely changed. Her co-workers respectfully brought her coffee. Her assistant eagerly reported work updates to her. She was now a famous senior designer, and the assistant who only watched romantic dramas had become a celebrity jealous of Annie's beauty. But Annie, who was used to an ordinary life, felt deeply uneasy about all these sudden changes, so she returned to the subway station, trying to recreate the robbery from the night before, hoping it would send her back to reality. She even tried to rob random strangers herself, but they only thought she was crazy. Looking at the rapidly approaching train, she closed her eyes and decided to take a gamble. At the very last second, a hand grabbed her just in time.
Officer Hanson, I didn't want to be saved.
I'm not saving you. I'm arresting you.
What for?
In the end, she was taken to the police station for crossing the safety line. Since the police could not determine whether Annie had a mental illness, they could only let her call someone to bail her out. This made Annie extremely anxious because she could not remember anyone's phone number. In her panic, she suddenly remembered the number William had left on the flower petal. Holding on to a tiny bit of hope, she tossed the petal into the air, and miraculously, the petals really formed a phone number. Following those numbers, Annie called William. Seeing the girl he admired contact him first, William felt extremely honored and could not wait to invite Annie on a date.
And I'm not special.
Still waters run deepest, don't they?
What?
God, there's so much more I want to know about you.
Although William's words made Annie's heart race, she knew she must be in another parallel world. She did not give up the idea of leaving this world. According to the rules of romantic dramas, perhaps only finding true love could break the curse, and William was undoubtedly her best choice at the moment. So in order to go on the date with William, she spent a full 5 hours getting ready, wearing a sexy red dress, with an elegant temperament and a stunning figure.
Wow. Natalie, you look beautiful.
No, I just threw this together.